quiet trust us, cause he's the sound keeper.
Good, how are you?
I am blessed.
You are blessed. I'm Sherry Barry. It's nice to meet you. I caught a glimpse of you in Denise's birthday party. So that was me hosting.
Yes, I know. I remember your face. I remember your face.
Well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
All right.
You know, Denise and I have some good genes going on, don't we?
Right. Yeah, you guys look young, for real.
Aw, you're so kind. But I appreciate that. Well, welcome to Wordplay Wednesday and this great interview brought by Fyre4Lyfe Entertainment. We appreciate you. We're going to get started and, just want to hear some background about you. Tell us about where you grew up and how was life for you as a young little boy.
All right, no problem.
Well, this has been, you're supposed to tell me how you grew up. This is
you start. I didn't know that you start. All right. Yeah, man. This is Little Kirk, original Little Kirk from then till now, I grew up in a place called Waterhouse, Jewsland, Marvel is like the garrison, the ghetto. It's like the gutter. Yeah, I used to live at a place called 48th Avenue. Then you have the sound system was based in up the road from me, like it's about 30. It was number 30. It was Black Scorpio sound. I don't know if you ever heard of that sound. It's a popular sound with artists like General Trees, Foundation DJ, Sassafras, and all of them. Basically, when I started out at the age of 10, like used to just sit down at my home outside beating some pan and just singing and till we start go up to the sound where the sound is. My grandmother used to sell banana at the gate where they keep the dance every Thursday. It's a Thursday night at the fight. And I grew up pretty rough. I have my mother and father, but my mother left me one at a time and came back when I was much bigger. My father started a different family. So I was just there basically with auntie, uncle, nephew, cousin and all, Yeah, man. And some of the time, sometimes you're missing out of the yard and they don't even know that you're gone because nobody don't really care like that to want to know where you are. So I would go up by Scorpio and I discovered that I could sing and just asking for the mic a lot of times and they refuse to give me because they never hear me sing before.
Right.
Yeah, so one night I went there. What I normally do is like when I ask to sing on the mic or I beg one of the bigger artists and they don't give me, I would go and pick up the bottles. The bottle them. You can sell the bottle them. Basically, I sell the bottle them to buy food like sugar, like half pound of sugar, quarter bread, a piece of butter, and I would have a meal, And then one night I go there and you have a singer named Echo Minot. Him sing a song about "No Lazy Body." I don't even know them but dancehall songs, Way back.
I know a little bit. I know I was born in the 70s, so I know a little bit.
Okay. He sing one of his next song was what the hell the police can do.
Yeah.
Yes, he was the one. So he was one of the first man that gave me the mic and I sing and the place was in a frenzy, like the people them love it. And so after that, the sound owner, Jack Scorpio, him started say I should come back every Thursday night now. So as I say, I was from Jewsland, basically Waterhouse is nearby. You have a big red bridge across from me. One night I was at Thursday night thing and Beanie Man came over. Them time that we call him Beanie Man. When you see me, just see two big eyes, and he's just a skinny fella. Just like me, I was very skinny too. That's why I get the name Little Kirk and you have the name Beanie Man. You understand? Okay. So, yeah, so he used to come over to the sound system. So one night I was there and him come and him say me I sing and him I say, "Hey boy, you can't sing like me." I say, "I mean by if I can't sing like you." So him say, "Okay, I want a competition." So we go into a singing competition. I end up winning the singing competition. Then him say, "All right, you can DJ." I say, "Yeah, man, I say I can DJ too." So I DJ, but it win me in the DJ part. So I said, can you disco? You can dance disco. Those times you have break dancing was when you like, wiggle up yourself
Yeah,
and
I
all
caught
kind
it.
of
I
stuff.
caught it.
Yes,
Did you
yes,
catch
yes.
it?
Yes. So that's typical, you know? Yes, yes. You know the thing.
Yes.
Yes. So I beat him in that also because I used to dance to the disco thing. And
Okay.
from there, we started partying together. I know him when he was the age of what? I was 10 and he was 7. So from there now we start moving around on some sound system. We'd leave and go to some far place, like a place called Yuatan in the country. And we'd do some like school thing. Just went and sing, you go on the stage and sing. And sometimes you have some people that they're cheering for us, and then the MC would come up and say, well, if you love them, show our money and give them then. And you have some little youth, some little rude picnic that they would just take like the coins and just fling, lick us. Yeah, so from that we keep on doing, we're going into some contests and all of that. And from there is history. It's a long history,
It's a long history. Well,
yes,
tell me, how did that upbringing help you to be the artist and person you are today?
All right. As I say, we grow in the garrison where you see a lot of guns and people dying and looting and shooting. But I think I was chosen to do something different, which is music, because in all of that going and all the suffering I was going to, I never sit and think, okay, I'm going to try to rob somebody. I was just using the instrument that God gave me to use, music. So one night we have a contest there in Waterhouse. You have 40 DJs and you have 40 singers. And then me and Beanie Man was on the contest. I came out on top and he came out on top. So we meet the producer. Huh?
I said that's awesome.
Yes, it is. So we meet a producer by the name of Patrick Roberts. One of his brethren that we're part with him called Lita is from a studio called Wave in Jamaica. It's a dub studio where you have a lot of big artists hang out, Goose and Woolly Paddy, Roundheads and all that, Bounty Killer and all. So he came to us and he said, well, we have a sound system and I would like you two guys to come on the sound system. So in that time, I think it was 1981 or something like that. You have some politics thing break out with bus strike and all of that. So we walk from Waterhouse straight to Crossroads. So it's like we walk for about, actually, it come like one whole day.
Okay.
The road was a lot of battle breaking there because it was very far. But because, as I say, we're trying to get out of the ghetto, the garrison thing and the sufferation. So we say, all right, we go. So we end up reach a place and we look up at Mark Stacks Electronic. Beanie Man was the one that said, yo, Kirk, see the stock. I would say, okay, yes. So we went upstairs and saw a guy named Soul King. And we said, where's Patrick? And he said, Patrick, they're home. So I must go call Patrick. So they have the sound system string up and we was there just vibing and thing. And from vibing and thing, then Patrick ended up coming and then we start talking. You have a shop downstairs that they used to sell bread and cheese and egg and all of that. So he said to me and Beanie Man, say, yo, anything you want in the shop, just go and order it. I have a bill there. So he said, what you say? Them time that we're hungry, You understand? Remember, we're not used to certain things,
Right.
So we end up start going to the shop and taking milk and bun and cheese and drink, within 1 week the shop after lockdown, like we bankrupt the shop.
You have walked for a day, I would think so. Well,
Yes.
That's what you call determination. You definitely saw within yourself that there was more that you had to give than what was around you to walk for a whole day. That's a lot.
Definitely. So from there on, we went down to his home and just did a vibing, and his mother, they call her Mama Sita. She ended up adopting me and Beanie Man, but I was one that is like stable. Beanies always want to be on the run. And them always want to up and down. So they adapt me and I start going to school, Holy Trinity, secondary school, and You know, still moving around like back and forth. I used to like ride, go to the dance. I'm a Barry G there. I have a video on YouTube that Little Kirk at 12 years old. You know, so I used to have a chopper bicycle. I just ride. Sometimes I'm riding and the rain wetting us up and the cars driving, flashing up dirty water in your face. But that never stopped. We just continue. Go to the dance and you have to bleach to, you know, like you go there from miles at 8 o'clock and nobody not giving you the mic till probably about 12 or so. And when we hold the mic, anytime we hold the mic though, they are always like amazed, you know. So from that now I did 4 dub plates. I did 4 dub plates for a song, the same sound called Stacks. I think I sing one of the song was is a sing of a song. I was sing a song about there's a sparks of magic in your eyes. I'm trying to remember. Candlelights appear each time you cry. And the next one, the Lionel Richie, been along with you, remember. And they have a next one named What Love Got to Do, Got to Do. That was all 3 sing-overs, and I had a original song called Killer Song. And so I did it on the dub plate, and we meet a lady named Beverly Riley. She was the sister of Winston Riley. He owns a label called Techniques. He was a popular producer. He produced Gregory Isaac and Dennis Brown and all of them. You understand? So when I went to him, she listened to the 4 song, and the song that she liked was Killer Sound. So she introduced me to him. Me and Patrick was there on our bicycle. And he said, all right, we have some studio time at Dynamic Sound, 7 o'clock. So if you can come there 7. I said, yeah, man. So what we do, we ride down there. I was there. Go in the studio now, and then I put on the earphone on my head. In those times, you know, you have to make sure that you don't mess up, because if you go and sing and mess up, they're gonna tell you to come back 3 or 4 years time, and I can't afford it, because I want the break to come out of this separation per se, and I love the music. So I put on the earphone. Them time they have a rhythm, the sling thing rhythm, whatever, and then I started singing. Double me sound, double me sound. We are go killer sound, boy tonight. That was I sing that song until like when the rhythm done, I opened my eyes and the guys were saying, "Yes, youth, come man, come here, come." And they must say the first, you know, studio, I say, "Yeah, man," the first, and they must say, "Boy, you did good, man." And them start play the song and they love the song. And then we ride, go back home, and then like within a couple of days we start hear the song on the radio. Everywhere you turn, you start hear the Killer Sound song.
Right.
And, that was 1984. And so from then, I get a show in Grand Cayman, me and Hurley B. I don't know if you've ever heard of Hurley B, the doctor. He's the original doctor. Yeah, man, I'm singing a song named One Wheel, Wheelie Make Me Wheelie One Wheel. It's a long time, so maybe you don't know those. Hurley B, yes. So I went to Cayman to did my first show, and actually I got sick because I was like, the amount of people promised me, said, okay, I'm going to go foreign. It's like when I reached, I was like, a foreign this, man. Jesus, foreign. I couldn't believe, you know. I'm away from down in the zinc fence and all of that. And, you know, leave from there, come back to Jamaica. Then I went to Canada. My second show with me, Peter Metro, Tiger, and Anthony Redrose. Anthony Redrose have a song at the time named Tempo. Tempo, my God, it's a sound in a tempo. Sling thing same way. You know, and then leave from there to New York, where I record my first album, Ghetto People Broke. And, yeah, man, when I record Ghetto People Broke now, then things start to pick up. I was in New York for about seven months.
Was that your first time to New York? And
Sorry. I don't hear you. I don't hear you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you first. I was like, was that your first time to New York?
Yes, it was my first time to New York. And when I reached New York, I was like, this don't look like foreign. Because them time they had the train, them spray up in the pretty color, the same like a disco vibe. I was like, foreign look funny though, you know? Anyway, I was there. I record the album in a studio in Long Island, a guy called Philip Smart. He was a great engineer, and I recorded for the album for a brother named Roddy Music. So after we did it now, he said he wanted to do the video. So I fly back to Jamaica, we do the video. Get up, people broke, stand down, and them can't get no sticky boy, and yeah, boy. Come back down the video, and then the video start play. And my name start call up now, Little Kirk, Little Kirk, Little Kirk, Little Kirk. And so we just start go some dance hall, we start get some shows. And thing used to have some big shows like Sting, Hot Shot, we have the whole of the hot artists them depend on. So 1988 now, Michael Jackson sing a song named Man in the Mirror. So I was singing a lot of cultural song, like uplifting song, but people them like me, but they wasn't paying it so much mind because yeah, them time they have Sanchez a sing over Wayne Wonders. He just sing over songs, running the place. So I listened to the Michael Jackson song and I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna sing over the song, yeah. And so we and Patrick plan with the Waterhouse, Firehouse crew, go in the studio and they start laying the rhythm. So I said, okay, I'm gonna have to try to sing like sound like Michael. So they start playing the rhythm and was like, I gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna be real good. Gonna make a difference. I'm gonna make it right. And then all of the bass line and everything, now the reggae just coming. And there's a turn up the place, the studio light up. Everybody was like, yo, number one, number one. So like a couple of days after, they released the song. The song start mash up the place. The first time I hear it, I was riding from Africa and I hear Barry G. Barry G was a top disc jockey at the time. Barry G, the boogeyman. And when I hear it play him, wheel it up on him, I say, yes, this is Little Kirk and blah, blah. I said, Jesus Christ, my rich, my rich. Nice. Hearing yourself on the radio is like, wow. You know?
Yes.
Yes, man. So I did Reggae Sunsplash. One of the time I was at Reggae Sun. Yes. I was at Reggae Sunsplash and you have Tennessee. I don't know if you heard about Tennessee.
Yes. Come on, the Sunsplash.
You guys sound like you don't hear about anybody. Yeah, man. Reggae Sunsplash, Tennessee. He sing a song about ring the alarm, another sound is dying. And he sing, oh, what go up. So he was one of the first man that called me on and Reggae Sunsplash, me a white mice, and I went up there.
No, I do know that song.
Huh?
I said I do know that song.
Yeah, so when I go up there, I sing the song, the Tina Turner, What Love Got to Do on the Staggerlot. Doom doom. Must understand to the church of your end. Play smash up. Come off the next day, my name was in the paper, so I was like, wow, name. I couldn't sleep that night. Every time I wake up and I'm like, yeah, Little Kirk. Me, this, you know, Little Kirk. Because, you know, remember I'm coming from nowhere, so it's like, you know.
Yeah.
And then after that, we start recording some more, and 89 coming, then Little Lenny come with a song, She Have the Gun in a Bag. Yeah, I have a song that went #1. I don't want to lose your love. You know, mash up. I want to play a song, then you have Ease the Pain come, ain't all alone on my knees. How can I ease the pain? And there's a whole bunch of hits just start run off. And, you know, I end up with having like about 10 albums now and over 1,000 singles. As I say, it's a long journey. I toured the world, basically. Japan, Africa, you know. The state, I toured the state, the 52 state over and over. Canada, you know. Tokyo.
So you definitely what they say is come from the ground and made it your way up. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, man, definitely. I know what it means to go to struggle. Don't have anywhere to sleep. Because one of the time me and Beanie Man used to sleep in the gully. We used to eat food out of the gully too. A lot of time people don't talk, but I'm not afraid to talk, speak my past. I'm not ashamed of it because you understand?
Well, your past is what helps you to be. I was gonna say your past helps you. Your past is about who you are today as well. You know what I mean? Definitely. And you can't know who you are today if you don't know where you came from. Definitely.
And those times we didn't study even the business part of the music. Basically, it was just singing as youth, and you just want to sing because you love the music. But the producer, them used to take advantage because they know they have thumbs up on the business part, or you can do this on your royalty where you're supposed to get and all of those stuff. So you never used to get none of that.
But you know about it now, right? You know about that business side now, right?
most definitely, because I went on some site too. One time I went on a site and I see like 150 of my songs, and they were in different names. Like other people write them, other producer put his name, his wife name, his kids. I'm like, what? You know, so I have a
Oh,
manager
wow.
at the time, Caroline Ferrer, and she has to stop that to get a lie and stop it and start register them in back over and stuff. And you know, I've been working from then until this day. I've never done a 9 to 5 in my life. It's just music from I was 10 years old until this day.
Wow.
You understand? But I mostly do a lot of stuff out of Jamaica, because Jamaica people, I live in Jamaica because I love Jamaica. I don't want to live nowhere else, really. You know, Jamaica have a different vibes, even though they say the violence and the whole heap of stuff. Violence is everywhere, yes, but
So
I'm
you never
normally
want to
booked
leave
like,
Jamaica. You never want to leave Jamaica.
no, I don't know what probably further down might bring. But from even when my first time on tour, when I tour like for about a month, cause I'm being out there in Tanto and Devante, and when I leave, the first day of the tour, I'm like, okay, we have 29 more days leave. And the man said, Kirk, we just start the tour. I can't wait to come back home. You know, one of the time I travel so much that I used to pretend like I'm hoarse. When they say, yo, we have show, I'm like, I can't talk. Because I didn't want to go.
Well,
You know?
now your secret's out of the box. You can't use that no more.
No, I don't need to use that no more, man. When I'm booked, I just go to do my thing. And most of my stuff, they're popular over in Germany and different places. I have a lot of popular songs in Jamaica from back in the dance hall, but you know, Jamaica people,
Well,
most of them basically they love they love good music. There's a few of them, and most of them want to hear gunshot in your head and girl skin out yourself. And I don't sing those stuff. You understand? So
yeah.
sometimes they
So
don't pay, you know, mind.
I was gonna say, what inspires you as an artist?
What inspire me? I
Yes.
just all right, you see, people and just everyday life. I could look, you just like you to look and the struggle of the people. And basically a lot of people don't even want to hear about struggle really. People want to fool themselves by just thinking, okay, they're gonna sing some song. I'm rich, I have a big house, I have a big car, and they don't have none. You know, I'm inspired about people that going through sufferation, a lot of people that God touch and heal them, a whole heap of different stuff. You understand? And that keep me going, and you know, him give me the ability to write. I'm not the greatest writer, but I come up right here where I'm sitting down. I write a lot of songs right here. You know?
And because you can definitely relate to those struggles, so it does make you more empathetic to what people are going on. You didn't come up in the age where you just jumped on YouTube and became a star.
No,
you
it's
walked a whole day
now.
Yes, you walked a whole day to come to be a star, you know.
Definitely. What they do now, it's easy because they can just put some little, anybody can sing. They can just put some auto-tune in your voice and you're like, yeah. You understand? But even when we go there, even some of the artists that they put those auto-tunes on, when I step out some of the time, like if I'm in Europe or anywhere at all, basically, and you step out, we always like show them up. You don't plan to show them up, but people can look at the difference and they can see, because in our time, you have to have lyrics, you have to have the stamina, you know, because when I'm going out to perform, I have to perform like for about an hour and a half, sometime an hour. Now, some of these DJs, I'm not licking out on them because everybody have eat them food, but some of them, they just run up and them run off and they're done. Basically.
Right.
The foundation artists, them can work a stage, they can move the audience, they interact with them, you know what song to draw for the ladies, you know, you serenade them, you know, positive vibration, then you break it down, you stop the band. And I sing different genres of music to you. I just don't just sing like reggae, because you know reggae is great and thing, but I love R&B, I love jazz, I love rhythm and blues.
I know.
I love gospel,
I heard your cover of John Legend's "All of Me."
Okay.
So you're gonna let me hear just a
I was doing that actually for fun.
Don't
need love I don't remember the word.
You're close.
I don't even remember. Yeah, but it's a great song. I love that. I love the song. You know, there's a lot of sing over song that's really good, you know. And then what I do, I try to write my own, build my own stuff. Like I would just look at you and I would just, what's your name again?
Sherry.
Sherry. I was looking like, Sherry, you're so beautiful. Whoa, whoa, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Oh, Sherry, Sherry, baby. Yeah. Whoa.
Well, I'm glad we were recording this. Denise, make sure I got a special snippet of that. Well, tell me this. If you could collaborate with any artist, who would it be? Because it sounds like you collaborated already with some big names, but...
Yes, man, I have. Buju Banton, Sean Paul, Beanie. Me and Beanie have about 50 odd songs. I've done a lot of shows, even overseas with big artists like Jermaine, Dupree, Destiny Child, before they were popular. You
right.
know, Janet Jackson, Cisco from Jewel. Yeah, he rate me them time a lot. I need the time that Barry Summers was on the show too. So I've done some collaboration, and I try to do a lot of collaboration helping like the younger artists also. So I collaborate with a lot of people. You understand? But now I'm focusing doing my album, finishing up my new album called Can't Hold I Down. I have that single out. I just have the video that I dropped the video to. You know.
So were you there when they had the verses with Beanie and Bounty Killer? Were you there at that?
No, I was just watching. I was watching.
You was just watching?
Yes, me and Beanie, like we was in a crew. As I said, we grew up together. But you know, at the end of the day, sometimes people change. You know, so you have to just. It's not like we're having any bad vibe or anything like that. But he's doing his thing and I'm doing my thing. He bound to do his stuff and I'm bound to do my stuff. We used to team up and go on the road. We go places. As I said, we've been to many different places. You understand? Germany, Africa, you know, tour Africa, Tanzania, Uganda. I remember one time a man back some gun on us in Uganda. It's like, we're supposed to get some money and they told us they're not paying us. I said, okay, we're going to leave. And they're like, you can't leave. You can't leave. We take you. You will never go back to Jamaica. So that night, Beanie was DJing. I was singing. I sing till I don't even know what to sing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. That's so I've never been there back from then. But, you know, Africa is very nice. I've been to Uganda. I've been to Tanzania. I've been to Nigeria. I've been to Ghana. Ghana is very nice. I love Ghana.
So who would you collaborate? Like you said, you've done some big names, but who haven't? Shaggy.
Yeah, man.
Oh, really?
Shaggy know me well too. You know me, send me a foundation and stuff. So he always show me a lot of respect to him.
Shaggy was just on these Super Bowl commercials. He's still doing it.
right, definitely. The bad artist, great artist, you know? Yeah, man.
No, that's good. So tell us a little bit about your personal life. Married, engaged, children. What you got going on, Kirk?
No, I don't normally talk about my personal life. No, I'm not married.
Okay.
Okay. I have kids, you know. I don't go into my personal life.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, it looks like I was gonna say you look happy, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, well, so I'm good.
Did you hear me? I said you look happy, and that's all that matters.
Oh, yes, that does. That does.
Well, tell me about where do you see yourself in the next 5 years in your music?
All right, I see myself crossing over from God spare my life. The materials I'm putting together now and making, you know, and we have some people that is going to come on board and stuff. So I'm going to do a lot of work. I'm going to push a lot more. You know, some of the time I'm laid back because I'm not a person that rush the music or like you see some of the guys, they're fighting to just for fame. I'm a more relaxed person. I'm easy back, you know, and just focus and watch and then I do my stuff.
Well, it's because a lot of times it's about quality and not necessarily the quantity. And you want to make sure that you put out quality music and quality things that add value and content to what people are out there looking for nowadays. Because there's so much going on with the COVID and, you know, all the injustice in regards to Black people as well, that, you know, you have to be more intentional in what you put out rather than just putting out things just to put them out.
Right. And I want to tell you that is, it kind of sad though, because you look like when you put out the negative, some of the people them check onto it more. Because if you, so for instance, you put up a video and you're talking about, say, the creator, or you're singing something nice, a lot of people don't look at that. You probably get a like or two comment. But if you put on something where you're running down a man with a gun and a shoot off him and say, boy, you're dead, boy, you get viral. Negative. It seems like the negative taking over the positive, but it is impossible. It only look like that for now, as the scripture said, the wheat and the tear shall grow together until the day of harvest, and they separate. You understand? So I don't watch the hype. I don't watch what's going on with them and the bling bling and all of that. I just focus doing my music and I know what I'm doing. And positive vibration take a long. Most of the work that I'm doing right now, like if I get shows, if I'm recording or dub plate, is basically most of my songs that I sing from, I'm like 16, 17, 20, 30, you know? Some of the time I have to listen them back and write them out. So if you put out good music, they last. Just like Bob Marley. Bob Marley would be like 76 and his music live on. It's like it's fresh in your ears because it's teaching you stuff. It has substance. Some of the music nowadays, they don't have any substance. They're just like for a month or 2 months and then they die.
Well, and people look as rich as money and materialistic things, and richness can just be happiness.
No, that I always tell them it's good to have possessions of things, house, cars, and all that. But at the end of the day, you have to value life more, and it's not all about vanity. Yes, everybody wants to have money and all that. And even sometimes I think some people not have no money either because it make them corrupt too. Like they get corrupt against most of black people though. What I see, they fight against each other so much. We don't have any togetherness like we see the Chinese and the white people, they would look out for each other. We always trying to tear down our black people. You understand? Like, you know, even in slavery days, black was one of the problems. So I heard because they would go report when the next black one is trying to escape to the slave master that, oh, he might escape because he want to have a position. You understand?
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's ingrained.
We're not going to rise, even though a lot of people sing about, yes, we're together and we're this. It's not going to work if we're not together, because you will say, okay, yes, I'm ready for this, and yes, it's black this and black that. When the other one, some of them probably have some white heart, they must have the black skin. They're not truly ready for that. They like to be, they're always looking for leaders. They're not leaders, some of them. You have to be a leader and know what you want and focus and work towards it, and don't be distracted by politics and all of them stuff. I've never voted in my life, never. It's like I'm never interested in none of, never. I'm not interested in it, none at all. Sometimes I don't even watch the news. Some of the time I don't even watch the news, and they cuss me like, man, you have to watch the news. Sometimes I don't even want to see it.
Yeah.
Depressing.
I'm with you on that. I'm not. I don't watch the news like that. I think I find enough out on social media and the internet, or just enough. But would you say that you just believe in? You said you've never voted. So would you say that you just are going to take who God puts in place for you to for it to be in politics?
Yes. Not politics, yes. God give me music, and music is what I love, and politics and all of that. I never, as I say, I just never have any interest in it, because I see where he'll treat the people, and the people them, sometimes I think the people them, a lot of times I say stuff and they probably bash me, which I don't really care. The people them, they're like some puppets, basically. They're always looking for someone to lead them and lead them into corruption. While you have a mind of your own, you can think of your own, somebody can tell you, go and shoot your brother. And you have the power to think and in yourself. You have an inner self, you know. Because a lot of time myself tell me it might sound like you're crazy. You're going to do something bad and you hear something. No, that's the wrong thing. You'll go to prison or something bad will happen to you. And sometimes you try to ignore that and go and do it, and then you end up and you start crying. Oh. You know, you have a choice, man. The power inside you. But a lot of people, they're weak. They don't have the power. They don't use their inner self. You have to have inner. Some of them don't have any conscience. So even if you don't have any, it's like where your heart's supposed to be is a block they put there, cement. Yeah, you understand? So we are like the black people right now. I mean, I bash them is the truth. You're like I call it lovers of yourself. Everybody doing their own thing. Everybody love themselves, them love them family, or they look out for whatever. Nobody really looking out for each other again. One and two people you can find that look out for people. And when you start looking out for them, the same one them that you help, them same one want kill you, them same one turn on bash you. You understand? So basically how I live my life, a lot of time people say, well, I'm paranoid because I don't trust nothing that move when they're mankind. And it is the truth. Family or no family, because a lot of them, they're corrupt. And when I think like that, they say, no, you can't think like that. But remember, I live it and I see so many things. When I was in the garrison, I see people dead for like no reason.
Right.
Me and you are friend, and because you and that man fall out, then they want to kill you, so they can't catch you. They see me, then they shoot me. You do something, and a man go kill your mother, your granny, the dog, the pussy. You understand? And most white people fun stuff in our. I mean, I try to defend white people. You understand? But you have some good white people also. A lot of people, black people say, no, I've met a lot of white people that have good heart and are saddened by the racist business, because racist, you're never gonna get rid of that. And I always tell them that slavery days is like it coming.
Just looks different now.
We never out of slavery, you know. They just take off
it
the
looks
chains
different.
and tackle off you, but they control your mind. It's a
No,
mind
that's why I
thing,
said it
know?
just looks different now.
Exactly. And then people feed into it. And as I said, the people them need to empower themselves, man, and learn and know that, listen, we are the people, we have the power. The politician or whoever is in, I didn't come here to talk about politicians, but I'm just saying, they have the power to, they are the one that vote. Nobody can be the president or be a prime minister if the people them. So the people them, basically, the prime minister, whoever the president, they work for us, the people, but the people make it look like they are the ones that the people work for them. They don't know who they are.
And we could go real deep into it, because at the end of the day, too, then it's a question of, are those votes really the votes that we did? So we'll leave that right there, right?
Right.
Well, tell us, today is the Wednesday wordplay of the day, and the word that I came up with is consistency, because when I looked back at your bio and looked at all of the things that you put out, there had to be some level of consistency to have the catalog of songs you have, and just all the things that you have done before. So tell me about how you've been able to stay consistent over these years.
Well, as I still go back to what I said before, I love the music and I just always make it music.
I know I lost you.
And they were saying, I don't hear you singing again. I'm like, no, I'm always singing. I always keep it consistent and just vibing, vicing, putting out the song. But sometimes they don't play the songs. As I say, good songs, a lot of them don't play it. But I don't watch that. I just continue to put it out, and just stay consistent right through. Whatever happen. So long as I have breath, I'm just going to continue. That is the best way I can answer that question.
Well, you have to have been consistent if you have never held down a 9-to-5 job and what people think, you know, you're supposed to do. And so there had to be some level of determination and consistency to be able to continue to do that. So, you know, I applaud you for being able to do that, because you have some people that are now like trying to be that entrepreneur or do this kind of things. And you were doing it before it was a thing.
Definitely. And I also venture into business too. I'm not going to say what type of business, but as an artist, you have to have some form of income different from your music also. You understand? You have to make wise decisions. We don't always do, but you know, as I said, music is my life. And from I have breath in me, I'm going to continue to do it.
Okay. Well, before we wrap this up, tell everybody where they can find you and when should your album be out?
All right. My album was supposed to come out last year, but through the pandemic and all of that, we get held back. But we're watching what's going on for this year. You know, the title name is Can't Hold Lie Down. It's a single called, I wrote that song right here too. I have the video out on my YouTube channel, Little Kirk Music. Can go and check it out and subscribe. They want to get a hold of me, they can go to my IG page, which is Little Kirk Music, everything. Twitter, Little Kirk Music. Contact number for business like booking or dub plate is 1-876-504-3393. Yeah. The song called Can't Hold I Down, as I said, it's one of the latest songs right now. Them can't lie down. You see the mouse I alone him with a gentle crown. Yo, them can't keep I down. We keep burning them with words, powers and a sound. Oh, yeah. Can't lie down. This a serious thing. This a no America brown. America brown. America brown. You see the mouse I clear right path right now, so we not just a shadow kiss after dark. Yeah. Him give me a clean hands and a puring heart. You see me got that from the start. Again. This your heart, yeah, clean like a whistle, devil back away now wouldn't shine and wouldn't glisten, yeah. Well, even this one of the most high children want thunderball, and the whole I would no listen, them can't hold like. You understand? And that is talking about they can't keep me down. No matter how you fight me, we are gonna rise to the top same way.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not. And
Well,
they fight
with that, we don't have no better way to end this interview. That your voice is awesome. It's like silk. Like that's why I'm just sitting here like, oh.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Little Kirk. We greatly appreciate you and wish you all the best.
Yeah, man. I want to big up Denise. So big up yourself, Denise. Hey, listener. Great person. You know,
yes,
continue to do the good thing. You know. Yeah, man. Bless up yourself and bless up your artists, them to see them, your selector them. Big up everybody. Big up all the masses, the people, them that, you know, got tune in and watch the thing. And big up yourself too, to the host. Blessings to you continually.
Thank you.
The Almighty continue to bless you in abundance. All right?
Thank you.
Right.